lot of gardens in the Orient have a gate, an entry feature. And we had an entry feature built. It's called a Toryū gate. And what happened was it had the classic Toryū gate structure. And so otherwise it was an authentic Toryū gate. But what happened was somebody objected to it being here because they're only used as entrances to sacred spaces. And this is not a sacred space. So we had to change it so it would comply with looking like a real Toryū gate, but wasn't offensive as because it really isn't an interest to access to a sacred space like a temple or a shrine. So that was interesting. But we've had a lot of stuff donated. This magnificent lantern is beautifully done. It's real granite. And you can see some of the signage, some of the donations have come from. We have Nick Reese. Nick Reese is a graduate of this program, and he did the mushroom lantern, which I think is very nice and unique. Custom. It was custom commissioned for the garden. This is Canada's. This is Ontario's emblem, the white pine. White pine is Pinus strobus. That's supposed to be straight, eventually getting 150 feet high. They were stamped by the royal crowns of England and France for ship masts and the death penalty. There was a death penalty if you cut one down. But this is the one that we have, which is kind of struggling and going all over the place, just like our government in Ontario. Anyway, we won't be too political. Here's the dry stream bed effect. This bridge is the second version. The first version had, it was not the right angle. It wasn't deemed handicapped friendly. And this actually turned out to be a much nicer design in the end. So that was rebuilt. And of course, other things you take for granted are benches and waste containers, but that stuff all important for a garden. And the paths are partly done related to student movement. There's no point putting paths down and planting planting stuff that just people will trample. So what you want to do is start with a blank slate and let people walk around for a while to show you where they want to go, and then put the paths in. So it's a good strategy. This is Hinoki dwarf cypress, which is a very sacred tree in Japan. Korean boxwood. This tree is North American. It's a robinia. It's a black locust from eastern North America. And there are counterparts in China as well of it. These plants just went in less than 2 hours ago. Juniper. Fothergilla is a beautiful North American plant related to witch hazel. And I think I pointed out the tree peonies. So we just planted 7 things here between the two classes. Okay, so we'll go over to the bridge. Junipers here, and that's Petrusa, that's the Japanese juniper. And then we have a native one here. Well, I guess that isn't a native one, that one. That one is the native one, it's a blue one. That's the oriental one. And then there's a native ground cover there. Boy, Susan, the Mayapple's really doing well. That thing with the umbrella-like leaves over there. This is the weeping cypress from British Columbia. And I think that really hits it well, because there's Nootka weeping cypress, and then we saw the Korean cypress there. So remember, they were linked. There's British Columbia, and that's Korea over there. So it shows that separation and the species being pulled apart. Another nice spot. the holly I mentioned earlier. Oh, the poppy's coming up.